partners, discuss how you would prepare a role play, what preparation would be needed. So you have a minute to go.
Get all the roles.
Yeah.
Topic.
Yeah.
Time. How long? Script.
Thank you for discussing that. Okay, I would like just a few people just to share what they came up with. How would you prepare a successful role play?
First, you work out the topic or the theme.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. Yeah, you have to work out the topic, the theme. You have to know the learning objectives, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, important. Anything else?
There had to be some kind of conflict or situation that had to be worked through.
Or in the actual role play itself? Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure.
They have to know what that would be.
Yeah, okay, good. Anything? Yeah, sorry.
Set up clear guidelines about what the role
to the actual students, perhaps explaining the actual roles to the students and also the actual audience, because people tend to forget in role play that there's the audience, there's the students actually watching, and the teachers tend to focus more on the actual students in the role play, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to be talking to you about is some ideas that you can think about. So, you are the director. Like my picture. So basically, when you are doing role play, you need to think about all aspects. You need to think about the characters, you need to think about the conflict, like you were saying before. You need to think about the learning objectives, obviously, and also, most importantly, the audience. And you need to think about the interactions and what can go wrong, for example, conflicts with students. That may happen. How to prepare for role play. So these are just the simple guidelines we're going to extend on some, well, decide on the learning outcomes of the observers and the audience. Resource, obviously that's common sense, you need resources. Explain to the students what they'll be doing, stage performance and debrief. I'll be mentioning debrief because that's very crucial. Know your students. This is extremely important, as you'll be at home thinking, I'm going to do a lesson plan and the students are going to be doing this and that. You get to the lesson and the students are going to be like, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to be doing that. So, as you can see, you'll get some shy students. So, could I get some ideas of how would you cope, what would you say, or what strategies you would use to...
Maybe with shy students you could get the whole class to do just paired work, so
yeah,
they don't
exactly.
have to present it, they could just do it with their paired
Instead of being in front of the whole audience, like say, I know what we can do, we can go in pair shares. Especially for year 7s, I find that helps. For my placement recently, I was doing a role play with year 7s, and yes, they weren't wanting to do it in front of each other, which is fine.
But then you can also say at the end of the class, say, does anybody want to show it? And then
yeah, exactly. The more able or more confident students as well. Yeah. Recently I was teaching ESL students, and especially for role play, it's really good, it's really effective. What I did was, as well, is use a stimulus. We were doing mime, so I made them watch Mr. Bean. And they got really into it, and as soon as they watched a clip of the examination scene, which is hilarious, they were like, oh, Miss Sharples, we like this, and they were like really getting excited, and they did their scenes. More involved they were. So, yeah, stimulus is a good way, effective way of role play. Ways to use role play effectively: credible, engaging. Yeah, you need to make it up to date. I find the issues that students can connect with, which people tend to forget as well. Selecting participants and explaining their roles. Choosing the students has to be the best decision for the whole class. Now this is extremely important as well, because you'll have a whole group of students and you want to select perhaps the more able students. However, what can be the problem if you select the more able students?
The other ones don't learn anything.
Exactly. Others won't be learning anything and they won't be happy. What strategies could you do perhaps to include the less able students. Perhaps you could do a role play where you have more able students at the start, and then you can gradually get the less able students involved as well. Also, you'll find that, yeah, I haven't got to that bit. Yeah, participants with the audience as well. They would really, you need to make them think about what you could do. For example, you've got the audience observing a role play, and you could say to the students at the beginning, okay, so I'm going to split the audience. I would like you to watch this character, and this audience watch this character. Because that's a really good way for the audience to keep them interested, because you've got two students in front of you, they're doing a role play, and you'll find some of the other students are going to be in the background going, I don't need to watch it then because I'm not really in it, if you know what I mean. So try and think of ways of interacting the audience. What things could you say to the students before a role play happens? Any idea? Yeah?
They may need to take notes on what they've observed.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Any others?
Perhaps give them some things to look out for, or things to...
Exactly. Like, for example, can you look out for this emotion? Can you look for that emotion? Exactly. Good. Yeah. Last but not least, the crucial discuss, evaluate and debrief. Why is this the most, well not most, but why is this important?
Deepen understanding.
Yeah.
Kind of reinforce ideas and concepts and things like
Yeah.
that.
Discussion. I found that actually having my questions all ready to ask the students to invoke thinking is really is a excellent idea, because you'll get to the end of the role play and you'll be like, the students will be like, can you share questions? And the students are going to be like, just one maybe. So perhaps if you have a few questions as well to guide. Also, make the audience evaluate the role players, and the role players evaluate the audience. Good idea? Makes them broaden their knowledge of each other, different perspectives are seen throughout the role play. Okay, so these are some websites that you could look at, which I found are really good. Sparklebox, awesome. You can find some great role plays on there. au.arts.com, it's quite obvious, you'll find loads of stuff on there. And also online role plays. Who's ever used online role plays? Anyone knows what they are? Okay, so it's more for less able students, well not less able, but less confident students. Basically, they'll go online, they'll tap in a character, and then the computer will be the other character. Yeah? So they're basically interaction. And they'll develop character, and it's basically a lot less, it's more literacy, it's literacy based as well, computer based, and it's just a bit different, especially you can use that in ICT and other subjects as well. Most subjects are online role play, but yeah, look it up, online role plays, they're really interesting. So that's it, thank you very much.